All right, let's see how this thing works out. Hi, by the way, right now I'm exploring. This is my first time doing this, so I want to see how it all looks. Share screen, send feedback, pop out dashboard. I'm literally going to be I'm going to push buttons and I'm going to see what happens. Oh, that's a dashboard thing. Okay. Manage the calendar. Hey, check this out. It's pretty clear. Let me walk you through what you're looking at. This is none of your business. This is my meditation tracker. Surges and Setbacks, which is a game that we created in the community, the ADHD Big Brother community, for exercise. We got it. We all have ADHD, so we're trying to gamify. And then another community member created a bingo 2025. This is where we, in this year, there's all the things that I want to get done. Some of them are financial goals. Some of them are personal goals, family goals. And every time you achieve one of those things, you put a bingo chip on there. So look, 2025, I've already got one. It's my 5K month. I made a financial goal and I achieved it. Yay me. This is a Bigfoot sticker for Seattle. And this is the game I invented called Gold Digger, which is where for every we see it's Gold Digger. Look at ADHD earlier. I even have the cards. It's the long-term goal game. Every time you put in time towards your thing that you want to achieve, the long-term goal, you get paid fake money. And it helps. So I guess the thing, somebody's here. You know what's weird? If you're a person watching this, I don't know that you're there. I just see that there's a person there. Yeah. So what I wanted to do is generally talk about routines, and if there were questions, you could put them into the Q&A. If you know how to work the Q&A, great. This is my first time doing this, so I'm learning as I go. This is the side ADHD coaching thing. More often than not, we don't do stuff because we're like, I got to figure out how to make it work. I got to, this happens and that might happen, but I got to be prepared for this. But if I'm not prepared for that, then I'm worried that might happen. And so then we don't do shit. We don't do anything. So this is me. That's the workaround is just do the thing. Learn as you go. Look stupid as you go. And then learn and iterate. And then before you guys know it, my YouTube live is going to be so badass. You're going to be like, who is this guy? What is going on? Okay, so routines. They're important. And a lot of times we want to have systems in place. We want to have routines. We want to have habits. My own mentor talks about getting our morning and our evening routines locked in pretty good. Because when we set ourselves up in the morning, we can have a good day, like for our brains, right? And if we get a nice process at the end of the night, then maybe we can help ourselves avoid revenge, bedtime procrastination, doom scrolling, and all these other things. So the way that I like to go about this, and if there was a billion of you in here, I'd be asking you guys what about yours. But a great place to start is where we're at. Like, where are you at right now with your routines? Like, take a hard look at it, like self-reflecting, not like, yeah, I do this, but I'd really like it to be like this. And I got my eye on some good sleep habits. What is your dog shit routine right now? And that's a great place to start. I'll share mine the way it was before I implemented some of this stuff. Just to get like it's really eye-opening. It's similar, it's similar to when you want to get on a better diet or you want to eat better and all that stuff. And it's helpful to be like, well, who are you right now? What kind of crappy food did you eat today? Right. So it's helpful to sit down and look at your morning routine now. What is it? Mine was my alarm goes off at 6 a.m. and and then I snooze. Snooze lasts what, 7 to 9 minutes? What is it for you guys? And then I snooze again, and then I snooze again, and I snooze all the way until I have to get up, which would be 7 a.m. because Alistair, that's when my son wakes up, make him breakfast, get him to school. That's my craptastic morning routine, or that's what it was. And then we're like, okay, well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the evening routine. And mine was I go to bed at 9:30 or 10, and I would just lie in bed with my iPad, and I'd be playing Netflix just on Netflix. Those bastards. They'll keep playing the next video. So I would be watching Castlevania. That animated series just kicks ass, and it would just be on repeat. And I'd go to bed sideways, staring at the screen, flickering in my face. Not the best sleep. So it's kind of a no wonder that the next morning I'm snoozing. All my intentions are pure. They're great. I'm going to go to bed early and I'm going to do this. I'm going to wake up early and I'm going to do this. Intentions are pure. But it doesn't, it's not good for us. And so the second step of this, after we like self-reflect and be like, who are we now, is to take a look at, well, what's our ideal? What would you want it to be? And we typically can fall into the trap of trying to reach our ideal immediately. We do everything perfectly. I want to wake up at 6 a.m. I meditate, then I go for a jog. I'll do my push-ups and pull-ups. Then I'll journal for 20 minutes. And then it's just this beautiful impossibility. Same with the evening routine. So I think a good strategy, an effective strategy, is to do the daydreaming, come up with this amazing morning routine and an amazing evening routine, and then pick one thing in that morning routine and in that evening routine to try. It's like, say, like, this is how I look at it to make this seemingly doable. Like if you have a 5 things on your morning routine that you want to get done, and you how's this going? And if you do one of them for like 2 weeks until it becomes smooth, and then you add the next one for 2 more weeks, so now you're doing 2, you're 10 weeks away from a badass morning routine. And that is, what is that, 3 months? So rather than trying to go from just the world's crappiest routine to the world's greatest routine and fighting tooth and nail, feeling uncomfortable the whole time and working against it, and then failing, and then feeling like a piece of crap, and then going back to the garbage routine, try one little thing and then add and then add. So for me, I'm doing this right now in our community. The one that I've done, the one I'm doing for the morning is I'm waking up at 6:30 a.m. I'm not being ridiculous and saying 6. I'm saying 6:30. However, I have to get out of bed. So it's 6:30, no snooze. Boom. That's the only thing I have to do. Alarm goes off, get out of bed, turn it off. I'm up. And we'll add some stuff later on. And then the evening routine is I'm in bed at 9:30, but I can't have an iPad. The iPad is banned, and it has to be a physical, not a Kindle book, but a physical book. And that is going to be my process. And so then the question I would have to you guys on this fine, short little YouTube live would be, what would be your one thing that you're going to commit to adding in your morning? And what is the one thing you're going to commit to adding at your night? And then the ADHD coach in me, the coaching question that comes along with this is, what's going to get in your way? Try to foreshadow. What is the word? Like future think. What's going to get in the way of this from happening for you? And then what can you do to get on the other end of that? What are you going to do to work around that? And then for the evening routine, what are you going to do to remind yourself that that is the part of your routine? How are you going to externalize that? Get it in front of your face. How are you going to put that in front of your face so that you know to do it? Those are my questions for you. And that completes this live, this 10-minute little skladoosh of a live. I don't see anything in the Q&A. Oh, I was supposed to start the Q&A. Did I just not start it? There, I started it. If any of you that are here is going to ask me a question, do it now. I'll wait for a minute. Oh, cool. Somebody said that. I love this. It's a reminder that I'm the only thing in my way. Need to push through things. Oh, hey, that's awesome. Thanks, Impressful. Yeah, we do get in our way, don't we? Oh my gosh. Big time. What is your thing going to be? Oh, that would be a good follow-up. Empress Soul, do you have a thing that you're going to do for your morning routine or your evening routine? Man, even at some of mine in the morning, like some days I'll remember to brush my teeth and some days I won't. So that will ultimately go on my big picture routine. But right now it's not the make or break. Yes, and I'm sharing that sometimes I forget to brush my teeth. Don't you dare judge me. That's why I'm building this mustache out so you can't see my teeth. All right, guys. Well, I need to stay awake at 5 a.m. and not let myself sleep in. The flip-flop routine I do is horrible for me. You wake up at 5 a.m. That's awesome. There was a time that I really wanted to be a 5 a.m. waker upper. It's beautiful when it happens. I try. Oh my God. If I woke up at 5, I would snooze for 2 hours. Could you imagine that? Maybe. There was a time when I used to be really, really in shape. And there was a time when I would wake up super early, like 5, and I would go out and I would like walk to the Rose Bowl, and I would go to the Rose Bowl Park, and the coyotes would be going home. It was super cool. I could not do that right now. No, it's not even, it would be so impossible. I say that not to be like to poo-poo and be pessimistic, but that's like 0 to 1,000. And right now I'm just trying to get to the next level. All right, you guys, if there's any other questions, fire them away. That's always these are the awkward parts of these things, is when you go, okay, anybody got a question? And then you sit and you wait, and it's weird. That's why I like doing things better. Like in our community, we'll do like group chats where we're all live. So we're all able to talk. That is preferable, I think. So yeah. If anybody else wants to chime in with their one thing they're going to do for their routine, do it. Do it now. God, you can do polls in this thing too. I'm gonna geek out on this down the road because there's some cool stuff you can do in here. All right, ma'am. 15 minutes. We have ADHD. Let's not drag this on. All right. So thank you guys for coming to the YouTube live. This has been the first YouTube live. You guys want to, if you guys want badass accountability and support, come check out the YouTube. Take it easy, Impressful. If you guys want to check out our community, it's ADHDBigBrother.circle.so. Check it out. We are rad. Okay. Talk to you later.